Scaling as an IT consultant or IT agency in 2024. This video is for you if you asked yourself how to switch from a done for you to a done with you service offering. Hi, I'm Patrick McGibney. I'm the CEO and founder of McGibney Mentoring and Coaching. I'm in the IT consulting, IT development sphere since roughly 15 years now. I founded, scaled, and also exited my previous businesses in the SAP and Microsoft area. And ever since, I understood that the way I operated and scaled my businesses did not only help my own businesses because I was able to exit them on the German, Polish, Ukrainian, and also Cypriot market. But more importantly, it's something that was repeatedly asked in my direction if I can help other consultants, other business owners and the IT to walk a similar path. That's why I founded McGibney Mentoring and Coaching. We have now helped over 100 clients basically do the same. We work as a consultant agency for other businesses to scale their IT consulting business. And a question that I get a lot is, Patrick, everything we do is so individual. It's so specific towards a client, specific based on my own business. How can I make that scalable, reproducible? And that's basically the question that we're answering today. It's how to move from a done for you in a world where basically you or your business, your team is doing everything for the client, to a done with you, which basically means that you do it together with a client. What is the difference? What are the pros? What are the cons? We're going to highlight that today and obviously give you some practical examples on how to implement yourself. Let's jump first in the differentiation of done for you or done with you. What is done for you? Practical examples, super easy. SAP consulting, Microsoft consulting, development of, and so on, everything else. So basically everything that you're most likely doing right now is done for you. Yeah, you do it for the client. Everything that you or your team is doing for, that's why the letter for, is for the client. What are the pros? Easy to sell. Yeah. Why is it easy to sell? Your consulting or development is basically offered by the hour. You have not much effort. Most customers are used to that because they work with recruiters. You don't have a lot of effort to sell. The responsibility is not really with you because you're most likely doing that over third party. Deliverables are easier to manage because all you actually need to do is doing the consulting or development because it's based on the hour. You have high hourly rates in the IT, of course, dependent on a market niche, but we have clients ranging from 100 to 250 euros per hour. I was basically at that point, I was even able to scale it up to 500 euros per hour with some clients. What are the cons? So the disadvantages. Scalability. Super important. It's only processable or systemizable till a certain degree. What does that mean? It's only scalable via time. Yeah? If you just sell your hours or your development, your skill by the hour, and you do everything for the client, the only way to scale is to add more FTEs. That means more hours. That means ultimately more people. That's pretty limited in the practice. So you can only add more revenue if you add more people. The profitability is another con. The bigger the organization, the less the profit. That means bigger agencies or consultancies, for example, need more people to scale. First point. That means more fixed costs. So the only way to get more revenue is selling more hours, selling more people. It's unproportional to the people that you add because they're going to cost more that you're going to sell. That's why a lot of businesses at this point, when scaling, are decreasing their profitability. Super, super important. What is done with you? Practical examples. It can be something that obviously you do with the client. So if we take this example here again, post it here. Everything that you or your team is doing with the client together. Practical examples can be a proof of concept for Microsoft Dynamics 365 sales or any other app. Pre-analysis of a SAP HANA migration. A rapid implementation of whatever, D365, Salesforce, and so on. Cloud infrastructure cost analysis for Kubernetes, for DevOps, for whatever, and many other examples. That's just examples from our clients. So again, everything that you or your team is doing with the client, so you're working together. Now, what are the pros? Scalability. You're not dependent on FTEs. That means adding more hours by more people. You have a higher leverage for process durability. It means you can scale your revenue, your business, higher and not depending on just adding people because you have predefined packages, standardized, productized packages that bring a value for a certain cost point. Price point. Profitability, it's simply higher since it's not one-to-one dependent on people. So that means you can scale or get higher profit. Also means you can scale higher, and you can do that with maybe the same amount of team members that you already have in your company. You don't necessarily need to add. You have higher profits. Highest probability of success. That's what I just said. The standardized or productized service offering. That does not necessarily mean that your consulting or agency or your IT business needs to throw away everything that's time and material based. Of course not. That's the backbone of your business and it will also stay your business. The point I'm trying to make is you add these offerings in order to scale your business and reach higher profits. Because you will reach the limit sooner or later that you cannot add more people. You cannot unlimited recruit and hire people. It's a super delicate process. You can ruin your business. Speaking of experience here. At the end, I had roughly 100 people in my companies. And before that, I was struggling. It was super hard to get to 10. It was super hard to get to 25. It was super hard to get to 50. After that, it went a little bit easier. What are the cons in this point? Results are less controllable because you are not dependent on yourself because you work with the customer. So he or she or it needs to deliver as well. It's more difficult to sell, definitely, because you need to have marketing and sales at this point. It's easy to imitate on the market, so that can be copied on the market, because it's not just you sitting there and consulting and developing one-to-one with the client. And we speak about coaches or consultants in this case, they have a bad reputation these days, due to scammers and so-called market imitators. That's the point I was trying to make before. Clear? So now you're moving into that. So it's, again, also to emphasize the point, you don't need to do that. But I'm definitely advising to add this offering because you will have it easier to scale and get higher profits. Again, your people are limited in the company. Let's take a look at some done with you models. That can be one-to-one consulting and team consulting. Yeah, it's the easiest way of transitioning. That can be sold before the done for you service, after the done for you service, or even instead of the done for you service. Or I would even add additional. So that means you consult the client, maybe your team is already engaged, you collaborate with the team, so you give the consulting or developing work to your team and also training the client. So it's not only you anymore. One-to-end consulting, that's a digital product, or standardized or productized service offering. For example, I'll help you achieve XXX within 3 months for blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So it's about teaching and content creation. Yeah. It can be one-to-one with the client, but it also has group components. So you standardize what you have. Yeah. So the good thing here is if you have standardized productized service offering, you can roll it out to multiple clients at the same time. That's why it's one-to-end. So now you understand why you can reach higher profits. Thus, it's easier to scale because it's not only depending on you and your team one-to-one because your hours are limited. Now you can roll it out, you can implement it for a dozen of clients with a minimum effort. Moreover, we can also talk about open evergreen models in combination with one-to-one components. Also, this is a digital product or a standardized productized service offering. It's about teaching and content, same point here. It's additionally to the done for you for the most important elements. This is very important, And if you have an evergreen model, implement also always a sticky factor, to yourself. What does that mean? Something that is not reproducible, not to copy, or reproduce so easy. That's what it means. That's one scene the client or even competitors see, okay, I could do that myself, I can just do it. No, it needs to be something that's depending on you, obviously. Very important point. So, practical advice from my side when working towards a done for you service offering. We can take a look at B2C and B2B. But at this point, I would say B2C, we're in a business context. It's more difficult to target. You can help people here individually. Price points are usually lower, 3 to 5K, something like that. Results are difficult since customers are not professionals. You a lot of times work with dreams and desires. It works, but you need more volume. Nothing that we are focusing on. We are focusing on businesses. So you target businesses. I help, for example, businesses recruit and onboard new employees. You have an employee HR coaching. You have a management leadership coaching. I help businesses, that's my example, to scale to 7 figures with focus on IT consulting. So now you can generally have a higher price point from 5 to 25 to 50 to even 100K possible. All seen. Do it ourselves, do it with other clients. Pro advice here. It can be used to downsell your done for you, or it can be used for upselling for done for you. That's why it's additional. I show your business team how to scale to 7 figures for IT businesses. That's the agency model. It's what we are using, for example. Scale from 0 to 1 million. Even created a YouTube video about this, which is going to be linked in and more the video as well. That's already out there. Clear? What you need to have is a sexy, flexible, no-brainer offer for the start. For example, my first business clients, I helped even for free. When I started mentoring people or businesses, I started free to get the experience. Long time ago now. My first one-to-one client, not a joke, paid me 500 euros. These days we sell this for 25 and 50K, one-to-one coachings with me personally. If your offering is 5K, practical advice. You can implement an early bird offer for 3.5K, for example, with a clear end result. For example, get 10 employees for interviews in 3 months, for example. We can do that, taking the example from above. So now it's very important, again, to differentiate done for you and done with you. Done for you is the typical consulting and development price by the hour. And done for you is a consulting and training of the business or the team. Hand in hand, collaboration. The effort for done for you is generally very high because every client needs to have 100% of your focus. Your means you, yourself, and or the team. Money is good, 5 from 5 as well, but it's deteriorating over time the bigger you get. Why? It is dependent on every hour you sell, and you only have limited hours to sell. On the other hand, if it's done with you, the effort after standardizing and productizing your service offering is only 1.5. It means it's less. It's less for every new client. That's why you can work with more clients. The money is getting higher because the profitability is higher, as we showed in the previous pages. So you are able to scale. Important information at this point. You don't need to be a coach or consultant, like in the sense of becoming a coaching business, yeah? Because you are maybe an agency or a freelancer. What I'm trying to tell you is that you add this component of done with you, it's a standardized, productized service offering, to your current offering, not just sell your hours. You don't need to call your coach, because if you coach something, you need to have it done yourself. That's the question, right? So if you work with some, or if you're offering something, provide case studies, reference contacts, employees to talk to. Yeah, if you acquire a coach, talk to all these. Yeah, case studies, reference employees, anything that proves he or she can help, especially going from a done for you to the done with you. You need to have proof. You have to done it. You have to be able to show I have done it myself. Done for you and done with you can run in parallel. Mostly time will tell which direction it will go. Super important. You don't need to today say, I'm going to do done for you only. No, you can do both. See what works best for you. Yeah? Done with you as an agency is scaling. Done for you is only for to premium clients for premium prices. That can be a hybrid model, for example. Yeah. So use the done with you, the agency model, yeah, for scaling part to add more clients, and the done for you leave as a component, yeah. And you only do done for you to premium clients for premium prices. That's how I even do it. If customers want to work one-to-one with me, I charge premium prices, yeah, since it's premium client. A done with you can also be an additional sell for the done for you main business, as we talked about before. Very, very important. And if you are moving from done for you to done with you, sell first, build second. That means you don't need to do this at the beginning and have the whole thing figured out. You'll figure it out along the way. Yeah? Product development is one-to-one, meaning you'll do it on the way as well. If you did not deliver XXX end result, for example, finding new employees in whatever kind of month, refund the client and retest the product. You work it out along the way. It doesn't need to be all done at the beginning. Sell the done with you more sexy than the done for you, if that is your focus. There are many successful done with you businesses. Take a look at our business right now. It's a typical done with you business. We do it together, not for you. And there's many others. Look at some famous brothers in Germany. They are really skyrocketing the market, doing a great job. That's typical done with you. And they haven't reached their ceiling there. So it's a great example on how to achieve that. Personally, today I have no doubts that I can scale any IT business to 100K a month. That means 7 figures a year within 6 to 12 months, because it's easy. Always check the product market fit and the marketing and sales. You need constant client validation. You cannot base your work on assumptions. Super important. Folks, if you like this video or if you have any question, leave a comment, send me a DM. I'm happy to reply. If you want this Google Doc, just send me a DM as well. I'm gonna link what you're gonna send me, probably like Scale or something like that. Happy to send you. It's very important to understand why. First of all, why you would want to move from a done for you to a done with you, or do it in addition. And secondly, understand how to. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm also happy to get any feedback in any sorts. This is some deep stuff, not to be implemented by everyone, obviously really depending on the time. If you want to know if you or your business is ready to move or to add a done with you component and be more scalable, reach higher profits, reach out to us, book a free consultation call with me and my team. Happy to look how it looks for you and your business individually. In that sense, peace out. See you in the next video.